now a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They go play action. Cousins. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and then some. And on the way in for Cincinnati score. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Taking a shot for Dell here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Play action. It's Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. He's got him in. Complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Hey, easy. Route.
Got his man, Dell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Lawrence to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terrace Marshall, 26 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Marr on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Thunderbirds 17, Bengals 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and his early struggles continue. Here's another intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
At the 29-yard line.
Hey, Ron. Hey, kill. 11.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. T.J. Edwards, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown! Donald Parham from 17 yards out. And the Thunderbirds are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick 6.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Cousins. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Cousins. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Brings their line set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
And 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Red on red.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On red. Hey, kill. Go.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Taking a shot for Dell here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And bulldozing his way through. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. On play action, Cousins. And now here is another interception. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That is caught by Dell. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up.
Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Here we go. Bring the energy.
Following the interception, Cousins out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Up the middle with Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Cousins. Complete. The tight end Kelce. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Lawrence's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
We're going. Let's go.
They go play action. Cousins. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
41, Bengals 7.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but the sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Hey, run!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
On first down, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions from the head coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At the 7-yard line.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
To Tank Dell. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Red on red.
In motion right is the running back. Now Lawrence. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss into cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. To throw, Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On third down, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Second down, Cousins. Slant to Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Play fake. Cousins. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Here we go.
One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day,
nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they just got patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good at so listen close when